the Arizona State Sun Devils and the ECU Pirates. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, speaking to East Carolina head coach pregame, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Pirates ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sun Devils offense will go to work first. And we get a look at Tyson Brown. More than 250 yards and 3 scores while leading them to victory in their last game. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He'll try it again. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Give to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Pirates offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now here comes Mitch Griffiths, the transfer from Texas Tech. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Poor starting field position here for this offense. The run inside, it's great. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their lap.
Finding some room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Pirates look to keep this drive humming.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Rushes on him. Firing deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hamlet. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On the draw, it's Gray. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Again, it's Brown. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gray. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Running inside, it's Gray. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
A give to Brown.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Boley. Pressure coming, and they got it.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the red zone, it's Brown. Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, ASU. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Pirates will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Had to get rid of it quickly. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Oh, they're after him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The run inside. It's Allen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. The Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. East Carolina, 0. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Bowling. He's got his man across the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes.
Touchdown ASU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
East Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for space. It's Gray. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now over to your game inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
East Carolina's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, one of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Pirates have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Pirates come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The short hands, it's Miller. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Running inside. It's Gray. And they get him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On his way back from the 20. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed, it's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the tight end. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off-play action. He'll heave it deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
But how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Williams open on the right side. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Ready, go!
Williams on the play fake. Looking left. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing, Williams. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Boley. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff for Brown. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
East Carolina, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Williams. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. One more time, it's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll run it again. Might have a chance. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Makes a man miss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They won the game today. That's